You managed to crash my desktop. That is quite an achievement, game. Okay. Welcome to Suladan Plays Shrouded. Sorry, the title music is actually quite loud and is distracting to me. Very beautiful, though. It's just, I must mute it so that I can speak over it. It is okay, first, it is version 0.9.0. Experience a small taste of what awaits you on your travel through the cryptic Greenhaven Public Library. As for the game's description, first, it's on Game Jolt, and, as usual, there will be a link in the description. Second, Shrouded is a survival horror role-playing game. It is still listed as coming soon, but here is a demo. There's always been something odd about that library, hasn't there? You know about it, the public library in the sleepy little town of Greenhaven that once served as a grand landmark for the townspeople to be proud of. Though since the year 1978, that reality has faded with time. Nowadays, the library is but a shadow of its former self, with most of its corridors and sections locked away from the prying eyes of the public. What could have instigated this proverbial closure? Perhaps it has something to do with all those mysterious disappearances you've heard so much about. 27 individuals who vanished without a trace many years ago, right here in this cryptic library. Police investigations into the disappearances have spanned the course of 2 decades, but years later the case has gone dark. That's why you've come to Greenhaven That's why you've come to Greenhaven Library for yourself. In fact, those very disappearances are the topic of your college assignment. But where, some say college. But where... I am stumbling all over my tongue today. And it tastes horrible. But where some say college work will kill you? Okay, I'm having trouble with this next sentence. Some joke that college work might kill you. In this case, it might be more literal than you think. Yes, I had to kind of auto-correct it into something I could read. Anyway, something about the grammar, I just couldn't get it to roll off my tongue. Let's see the control menu. Oh, that's beautiful. I like that. I don't know what the backspace... Oh, escape, backspace, enter. Okay, never mind. Yeah, that's neat. That's neat. Also, very gorgeous title screen. Just gonna go be upright and say that that's really beautifully done. Well, this is ominous and outstanding.
It's just a library, right? That's what everyone says.
It has voice acting.
And yet, no one dares to venture anywhere near the place.
It has voice acting.
Greenhaven Public Library.
Well,
at least what's left of it, after nearly 4 decades of desertion. In 1978, the library was closed off from the public due to a disturbingly high number of disappearances. Approximately 27 people, in fact.
Approximately?
So, 39 years later, why the hell am I, a simple college student, here? You could blame the morbid curiosity. Then again, you could blame the assignment given to me. A history essay. And my chosen topic? To debunk the proverbial mystery of Greenhaven Library, once and for all. Though, I had no idea what lay in store for me. Not a clue. Just a library, they said.
I'm going to be upfront and say that I have a feeling this is going to be one of those games that just completely surpasses my expectations. Didn't expect voice acting, didn't expect the whole animated intro thing. The art is beyond what I thought it would be. I mean, I've seen a lot of little RPG Maker horror games over the years, and I'm used to kind of the more bare-bones experiences that are using the assets that they can kind of pull together from various sources, but this all looks like it's actually fairly custom-made. Like, I'm not dissing the games that are using resources that they pulled from various places. It takes a lot of creativity to do that and to pull it off in a good way. I'm just noting that trying to note that this game looks like it is far surpassing my my stuff. Man, this weather's horrible. How do I Yes, I know we looked at the instructions. Shh. Spacebar. So, this is Greenhaven Library up close and personal, huh? Okay, so it is grid-based, obviously. One way to test that, tap left and right and see if there's a delay because your character actually has to make it across the grid. When you're sprinting, it's not as noticeable. Locked. Guess I should have expected that. I'm sure there's another way in somewhere. Like a window! We shall find a window! Oh, that's me. Okay, slight critique. And this is just me. Spatially speaking, I don't like when I go up and then end up coming down. I would have flipped that. I get what's happening. Technically, if this was a 3D thing, as we walked through, the camera would have reversed. But it just messes with orientation and, like, internal mapping. But we are now behind the building. Ooh. No trespassing. Entry into this premises is strictly prohibited to persons not having lawful authority to enter this area. I have lawful authority. Of course, there's a padlock. It's really worn over. I could break it. What did I just... Excuse me, what did I find? Loot points, 25. Great, now I'm a looter. I'm looting this library. Obtained rusty hammer. To-do list, February 19th, 7 a.m. Patch leak in basement. 11 a.m. Repair electrical switchboard. 3 p.m. Reseal sewer access hatches. 5 p.m. Remove trip hazards. You might want to remove trip hazards before you started moving heavy things around. Bonk. Surprised that even worked. Makes life a lot easier for me though, I suppose. Little puzzled on the footstep sound. There's a book here, Wretched Curiosity. Human curiosity is one of the great aptitudes of an individual. The ability, the willingness to venture into the unknown. I'm just speed reading now. It takes incredible will. Though curiosity can also, however, easily become the precursor to one's inevitable despair. The unspoken truth. The old man grumbled to himself, cursing the day he allowed everything he held dear to unravel by his own hands. Though a smirk soon spread across those lips of his. Someday soon they will come. Okay, same thing. I've recently begun noticing, just paying closer attention to footstep sounds in games. Like, once I noticed in Dark Souls that the footstep sounds didn't match my character's actual footsteps, it's hard to stop noticing that. This game's actually doing a pretty good job with it, though, although they're slightly loud. Slightly louder than I would have them compared to the other sounds going on. But that's just me. There's a book here. It's a library. You don't have to be shocked. There's a book on every desk. Bookshelf thing. That was the day it happened. I remember it well. I could have sworn I had heard a noise, hence why I ventured downstairs to investigate. And then a horrid pain swept through my gut. My vision went red before eventually descending into complete darkness. You got punched, didn't you? What I can tell, this is some kind of inventory log. Order 182, Redemption of a Soul, Quantity 1. Order 183, Illumination, The Journey of Light, Quantity 1. Recipient signatures, Richard F. Richard Farnsworth. That's going to be his name. Wet footprints. Guess someone else has already been through here. And there's a book on the ground! Oh, spooky. Hold on. This is my notepad. How did it end up here? Unless... Charlie? Right. The fool wanted to come here so badly earlier. He probably took my notebook from my room and left without a word. This is just great. Now I have to find that runt, too. Carmen can now use the notepad. In. Neat. That high string of held for a little longer than it could have throughout that exchange. Next time you'll have to look harder. Sounds like the switch just opened something. I wasn't looking to open anything. I didn't even know it was a switch. I'm just following the footprints. Can I has footprints? Where did the footprints go? Ooh, you slid down them stairs. You slid down them stairs bad. Everything's turning red. Hey, Charlie. Greetings, Carmen Flynn. Oh. Hello, statue. How do you know my name? It is my role in this charade. Don't be afraid. Let your curiosity run wild for a moment longer. Don't be afraid, you say. Like it's that easy. Very loud. Lots of loud. I mean, not like it's loud as in painful. It's just a very sharp and kind of, to me, louder than the other sound. Like, the zapping sound should be overwhelming that, but to me, but it's not. Anyway, I don't have a degree in sound design. Don't take my words for the words of an expert. I've only been through here already. I'm looking for a certain someone. A boy. I think he went through here. You are correct. Another individual has slipped on through without heeding my warning already. I suspect he will join the fate of the others. 3 guesses who that is. What are you seems like a good question, Mr. Statue. A messenger, a gatekeeper, call me whatever you like. I have spent decades watching over the entrance to this place, sparing those who manage to venture here from certain doom. But you're not like the others. The others? Pretty certain I already know, but what happened to this place? You're a resident of this city, no? Greenhaven was but a small town when the incident happened. This library was once a place of learning and community spirit. That was all before he tarnished that name. Just who is he? The one behind the 27? One cannot say, though he now rules over this place, leaving naught but death in his wake. Few have tried to stop him. Those who have? Well, you might run into them yourself. Let's just leave it at that. Well, I've heard enough. I've heard all there is to here. I got matters to attend to. The road ahead is shrouded in darkness, Carmen Flynn. You will need to find something which can light up the abyss. Solaire, where are you at? We need your son! Do not say you have not been warned, though. Remember, you made this choice, not I. I love that laugh. Still, a little louder than it needed to be, but I adore it. He said I need light, though, so presumably I can't go through here. Or I can. I just can't see half of where I'm going. Some kind of seal blocking the path. I need to find a way to remove it. It's probably unwise for me to be roaming around here in the, the abyssal darkness. I love the word abyss. I don't get to use it often enough. The abusos. Ho abusos. There's some kind of a light. Good door. Why are you locked? Who said you could be locked? How dare you be locked at me? You know, I'm gonna go. I'm leaving. Somebody closed the door behind me. I may be dead. Unless I find something to light my way with. Oh, hello. A lighter? Maybe there's still a little gas left in it. Holy. What happened to you, mister? Are you alive? Yeah, there's a bit of paper in his pocket. You're held back by an ancient spell I've set into motion. The only way to break it is by burning the book I left on the pedestal in front of the staircase. But if you're reading this, turn back. What lurks within these walls is tainted. Someone or something is after us. Shadowy ink given form. Please, just run while you still can. Yeah, surely Charlie came through here earlier. Need to find a way out myself. Should be a little easier now that I have a lighter at my disposal. I'm not a huge fan of light sources that I have to keep fueled because it limits my exploring. But we shall see. Oh, God, so much reading. Please tell me the lighter fuel doesn't go down while I'm reading. At least grant me that one mercy. Hugo Carlyle was a rather remarkable individual, a renowned surgeon with a prolific track record and a loving wife named Jessica. During the 1850s, Hugo Carlyle became an instrumental force in the treatment of cholera outbreaks across the United States. Many generations of Americans owe this man their lives. Oh, save point. Neat. I like it. It's pretty. And I'm almost out of fuel. Well, I was hoping to check whatever that was on the floor. Burning that would be a horrible idea. Secrets of the past. Architecture in bygone times was a fascinating thing. It still is, but in particular, a careful architect's attention to hidden chambers and means of accessing them. Hidden switches within hidden walls, within hidden paths. Such intuition is truly a lost art. Probably should have waited until it was empty to refuel it, but janitorial closet, no entry. Can I just burn the door down? Why is burning it down? Hello? Oh. That seems like something we should be reacting to. Beyond words, be wary the power of ink lies not only in literature, for it is through ink that words are scribed, words which hold the desires of any man, however wicked. Literature breathes life into these words, though it is the ink, the very source that manifests desire into physical form. Yeah, you're really setting that up, aren't you? Set fire to the words, let them burn brightly, and liberate us from this prison. How else can you hope to save those close to you? Think wisely, our pleasure is your demise. I swear it's talking to me directly or something. Set fire to our words. No, that's a horrible idea, but it's exactly what the game is going to make me do. Seems a bit drastic, but it's the only way to get to Charlie. Congratulations. You have set loose demons upon the world. Never mind, questioning this became irrelevant long ago. Well, not too long ago, a few minutes ago. Still, now that I look at them, those flaming books seem to light up a path of some kind. I'm gonna follow the path, just cause. And those were pages, not books. Hi. Touche, game. Touche. So them things are not to be touched. Gandervandesu. Come on. There we go. So don't touch the spookums. Hi. I got a 100. Save. Some hit the wall, some crush it. Old proper. It works both ways. Modern proper. I didn't know what was happening, but very well done, game. Now I can see it because I know what I'm looking for. But Scrush. Ugh, that seems like it'd be a horrible way to die. Also, I should probably turn that off and not waste it. Steadied Many by Francis P. Gent. Let's not waste the lighter when we can help it. Your destiny is your demise. Come, wretched mortal, let us teach this world a lesson in pure, irrefutable vengeance. This is my destiny and yours. It's locked. Flickering lights are very well done. A little bit loud, but still. Seems to be what I say about a lot of the sounds in this game. I feel like sounds like that would be better suited to be slightly quieter so that they're more ambience instead of something that snatches at your attention. It's something that's there in the background ominously existing. Victorious Night by Lyra E. Okay, I'm about to say there's a key on the floor. Okay, so it's gonna be a game like that where we have somewhat random kind of hazards. No, no. Okay, so we come over here. I mean, I thought it was just like something on the wall puffing smoke. That which awaits you by... you changed. Patrons, please be advised we are permanently performing maintenance on building's electrical system. We apologize for any inconveniences caused. Sincerely, Greenhouse Public Library. Wiring, a guide to the motherboard. Electronic circuits are sensitive to static charges that can be stored in your hands. When making contact, it's a good idea to first ground yourself upon something metal. Yes, very important. Those little static zaps that you sometimes get, you touch a computer's, well, motherboard, RAM, etc. with that, you have blown the chip. Conceptually speaking, it's like sending a surge of lightning through that thing, and it's not advised. You're gonna be buying yourself some new hardware if you do. Sometimes you'll see technicians have a bracelet with a wire coming out of it. That's why they wear that, is it keeps them grounded. Facade. Look at them crawl, Richard hissed in contempt. Do you know why? Because that's human nature. They take, and take some more. Pointing a gun to his head, a smile spread across his lips. Why should I be any different? Because you're not human at all, sir. You're an elf. Now go make cookies. Exploring the beasts of the... Why are you exploring beasts? Anyway, be wary, for danger is always by your sides. Trust in your peripheral vision is often the best instinct. Observation is the key to one's survival in foreign lands. A thingum. I don't understand why there's things shooting things in a library, but whatever. Diary entry, June 24th, 1979. He's everywhere. There's no escaping him. That eye, constantly watching me, waiting for me. It's hopeless. I just know that I'm next. Vaati, what are you doing here? Having light would be good. Oh, what was that thing? Could it be that freak I've been reading about? No turning back now, that's for sure. Gotta keep moving. I don't think Charlie would stand much of a chance if that found him. I mean, I think that was Vaati from Zelda 4 Swords, or Minish Cap. I really love how those two tied together, but anyway. Locked from behind, and I have no intention of unlocking it either. Good for you, you're smart. Look, more oil. I'm gonna just save that. It's locked, it's locked. Padlock with a passcode. Passcode is not 0. We have narrowed it down to like 9,999 further possibilities. Why are they all locked? Why do people always lock their stuff? I just want to poke around. It's locked too, the handle. The locks seem to be made of steel. Thank you for your glorious insight into metallurgy. I don't know. I'm sure that has to do with something, but anyway. Some kind of journal. December 4th, 1977. If Richard says one more word to me about keeping my locker clean, I'm gonna smash his head through the thing. Seriously, the guy who ticks me off and no one likes him, nagging, taking his job too seriously, being overly obsessive about security. Just to shut him up, I changed my locker combination to Haley's birthday. Which reminds me, that's like 14 days from now, isn't it? Better get her a gift, even though it's so close to Christmas. Some kind of journal. December 4th, December 28th. No, December 18th. So 12/18. Clever. Although you made me read the whole thing twice. Which annoys me. faster reading would be nice. No, wrong one. Ugh. Hey, there's something in here. A steel key. Oh, steel key for steel handle. Carlisle, Rise and Fall, Volume 2. Whilst Hugo Carlisle worked tirelessly on his work in the medical field, his wife Jessica became pregnant with the couple's first and only child. It was an emotional period for the surgeon, as Hugo had previously believed that fate would deny them the chance to produce a child. In a somewhat comically stereotypical fashion, Hugo hoped for a son, while Jessica hoped for a daughter. And what they got was a floating eyeball named Vaati. Okay, don't talk about him. That's how you summon him, apparently. Did he teleport up the stairs at me? Dude, did you just teleport up the stairs at me? Wait. Does it work? That's weird. I mean, neat, but weird. That's also weird. The way ahead leads to gold and endless despair. Game. Okay, game, you're messing with me now. Door is locked. Looks like something goes here. It's a gold decoration on the left-hand side. Don't trust this room in the slightest. Randomly spawn spookums at me. Oh, come on, you literally spawned under me. Okay, 1 square away from me, but... Did I break the game, or is it meant to do that? I mean, I'm all for having to spookums, but... There needs to be some rhyme or reason to the spookum. Gentleman's bathroom. Ladies' bathroom. I mean, sure, but I'm not doing it here. I'm all for having spookum. It's just... There generally needs to be a rhyme or reason to his appearance, and the guarantee that he's not going to appear under me. But the fact that the game does seem to kind of remember where I was and not make me recollect things kind of helps with that plot. But what I'm going to do now is run for my life and go to a save point. So, I'm gonna go ahead and pause here. I'm very intrigued by this game and I'm gonna keep playing it, but for now, I will see you next time.